going already?
Yeah, should be alright.
You wanna just slide over one? Because I gotta commentate also.
Okay.
Just... No, just the spot.
Okay, tu veux que je me tasse? Okay.
Alright, so welcome to round 2 of AFL Quebec. We have facing off today Dockers versus the Bombers. As some of you will remember, this was the fantastic semi-final we had last season where the Bombers came out on top. You'll notice the Bombers, however, aren't wearing their traditional Bombers jerseys. They'll be sporting the Giants jerseys for today. Same team though, so they'll be looking to come off a tough loss last week to the Wooders. And the Dockers will be looking to build off of an impressive victory off of the Montreal Demons. So we'll be starting off shortly. Teams getting together. There we go. Dockers ready to go. They'll get set off into their positions. And from the start, looks as though they'll be attacking to the north side of the field. So going from right to left, and the Bombers will be going left to right, so towards the south side of the field. Starting off at D, we have we have Aaron Fellows, I believe. We got Belzy and we got Ronan at the back line. They'll be looking to control the Rogers brothers. Of course, Toddy Rogers had himself a hell of a game last week. And here we have Rucking. We'll have Rohan going Rucking against Junior. That should be a tough matchup all game long. Two big boys. And Darren Murphy, note of mention, he'll be looking to build off of his goal total. Slotted 5 last week against Montreal. So here we go, ball up. Ball up advantage. Here we have Paul Fairbrother looking to move forward. It gets pressured by Dom Coogan. Gets the handball away, but Dom Coogan manages to get the kick away. Goes straight to Rotaru. Bogdan Rotaru. Oh, great block by Dom Coogan. Ball's played along the ground. Here's Belzy trying to get the hand pass off. Goes right into the hands of Bogdan. Bogdan manages to get the pass across to Simon Auger. Simon Auger slots it. Simon Auger, who was not there, not available last week to play, making an immediate impact on that play. Rotaru appears to have taken a knock to the nose. We hope he's well. So Simon Auger with the quick strike. And it's 6-0 for the Bomber Giants. Ball up again. Here we go. Trying to ruck. Oh, manages to snap it back and straight to Randy. Randy Andrada looking to make some noise here against Josh Hu. And ball goes out. We'll have a throw-in here by boundary umpire James Rassi. Oh, Steve will take the free kick. Looking for Randy. Randy Andrada on the run. What a great pass from Steve. Steve McCammon now looking to figure out well, he's going to the goal square. A few people are looking for the goal square, but Randy will probably just slot this in. Veteran of AFL Quebec. Steps up calmly. And slots it in for 6. Randy Andrada with the quick answer. So early on, we've seen some good offensive pressure. We've seen some good play. We saw some great passing, and it's 6-6, tied game. It's looking like it's going to be a great game. Your thoughts? No thoughts from the film crew. Just we're doing this solo today, it seems. So again in the ruck, looking. Here we have Simon Auger now, looking for his options. Gets Bogdan. Bogdan can't bring it down, but he'll still be able to run. Sends the ball through. Oh, and tapped down by Belzy. Belzy with a great defensive play. Things getting a little intense down low. And here's Todd Rogers looking to snap one. That's wide. And ball brought back, and it'll be thrown in. Great defensive play by Ronan Shaughnessy. Ball tap forward now, and you know that the Bombers will want to try to take advantage of this, but Aaron Fellows at the back to clean it up. What a beautiful ball to Steve McCammon. Right on the money. Steve McCammon now will be looking to push it forward. He's got some runners on the left. Switches the sides, got Belzy. Belzy looking to run. Sends the ball forward. Oh, great defensive play by Joshua. Excellent play. And the ball goes out. That was an excellent run up by Belzy, looking for 5 goal scorer. He's on 5 goals, Darren, from last week. And that was luckily broken up by Josu. A hell of a play. Here we go. Batted down by Rohan, but straight to Dom Coogan. Dom Coogan will slot. Oh! And unlucky there, perhaps, Dom Coogan with the behind as the ball got tapped straight to him, turned and kicked. Here we have Josu now looking to start things up. Had a very strong game last week. Sends it in, but oh, Steve McCammon, and he's in range. He'll go for it straight away. Steps back and slots it. Steve McCammon, again, building on his goal total from last week of 3. And just like that, we have a score of 13-6 for the Dockers. The Dockers coming out with a very impressive start. You could tell that they believe early on in the season. Here we go. Ball up. And Junior, again, doing a wonderful job in the ruck. His first game actually rucking. Ronan Shaughnessy going on his preferred right. Sends it to Randy Andrada. Oh, but the ball was dancing in the air. Not a clean kick. And it manages to go out. Josu sends it out. Here we have a throw-in. And we could tell Junior not accustomed to playing the ruck position. They might want to support him. Allow him to save his energy. At the other side of the field, we notice Guy Rocher, man marking Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers also had himself a hell of a game last week. And you know that the Dockers want to do everything possible to avoid a repeat of that. Here's another throw in. Ball gets thrown up. So the ball is slowly moving down to the south side of the field. Poor kick, but it's still on for Stevie Owens. Stevie Owens met by Ronan Shaughnessy. And the ball is moving at about a rate of 10-15 yards at a time, but we've actually seen it go from deep in the zone of the Bombers to now they're in an attacking position. They're definitely in the goal scoring area. Here's Bogner Rataru looking to maybe snap it. Oh, met by Dom Kuhn, gets the hand pass away. Sammy Rogers. And that, I believe, should be a goal unless it was touched. It is, in fact, a goal. Sam Rogers, Bogdan Rataru with the excellent hand pass away. And manages to find Sam Rogers, who slots it in. So the Rogers brothers looking to wreak havoc up front. Sam Rogers off that goal comes off with his shiny blue boots. And here we go. So now we have Andrew, I believe that's Andy in the ruck. Oh, here's a nice pass to Rataru. Rataru lines it. Oh, and a big block by Belzy. Belzy getting in front of it, not shying away at all. Here we go. Here's Jack now. Jack Robson sends the ball up. Everybody's pushing hard for it. Here's Randy Andrada fighting for the ball, trying to get the ball to Belzy. Belzy just manages to get... And looks like it's Linesman calls it out. Andy fighting against Rowan. Ball comes out to Stevie Owens. Stevie Owens looking for his options. Sends the ball across to Simon Auger. Met though by Aaron Fellows. Aaron Fellows looking for his options. Sends a great ball deep. Oh, and there's Josu. Josu with the ball, but he's met by Randy Andrada. Still manages to get the ball off to Alex. Here we have Paul Fairbrother. Paul Fairbrother looking for his options. Gets a tap away. Nice play by Paul Fairbrother. Rohan sends the ball to Simon. Simon Auger outside of the goal scoring area. Has Toddy Rogers though. Toddy Rogers up against Guy Rocher. Oh, and they're battling hard for it. Guy comes up with the ball. The quickness of Guy manages to get the ball. Oh, but excellent play. Rotaru with the ball, but off the upright. Thanks, Ali. Off the upright after an excellent play by Rotaru. So with that, they've actually stormed. Oh, but what's here? What do we have on here? An excellent positioning. They took that ball right out of that behind and found their marksman, Steve McCammon. And Steve McCammon slots it for behind. Still, that was a great reply by the Dockers. Here we have Josu sending it to Rotaru. Rotaru all over the field, really, looking for his options. Wants to calm things down. Looking for Fairbrother. Finds Auger right through the seam. Looking for Simon Auger looking for Toddy Rogers right off the bat. Todd Rogers, and that's way too easy. Far too easy for somebody as accurate and strong up front as Todd Rogers. And Guy Rocher just gives them the ball. Looking for a straight six. Here's Toddy Rogers. And right through Todd Rogers. No mistake. So we've had a pretty strong game of back and forth. The Bomber Giants really have come on of late.
Everyone that read it must have thought like we're a fucking disorganized bunch. Obviously, I said it today.
Here we go again. Off the ruck, Stevie Owens gets met by a bunch of players. But here we go, off the hop. 3 Bomber Giants. Oh, and the back tackle. Excellent tackle by Dom Coogan. Dom Coogan sends the ball over to Ronan Shaughnessy. Ronan Shaughnessy looking for his options, finds Jack. Jack picks up the ball, runs around Simon Auger, looking to go for goal. Steve McCammon picks it up though, slots it through on a great play by Jack Robson. Finds Steve McCammon, and Steve McCammon is having himself a hell of a quarter. 2 goals and a behind. Really leading the attack from the midfield for his Dockers team. So, at this point, we have the Dockers up by 1 point. It's 20-19. Here's a hand pass to Stevie Owens. Stevie Owens gets it to Dom Pitchin. Dom Pitchin unable to do much more beyond that. Oh, but picked up by Toddy Rogers. Here we go. Ronan Shaughnessy fighting along the ground for it. Oh, and that might be called for a high tackle. High tackle call on Todd Rogers. Jack will send the ball across the field looking for Aaron Fellows, but met there by Bogdan Rotaru. Showing his pace again. Oh, overruns the ball, but fighting for it. They're fighting along the ground. Dom Coogan and Bogdan Rotaru. It'll be a ball. I don't know, a free given. Apologize. That was number 18, Aaron Fellows. Goes across to the ever steady, ever reliable Ronan Shaughnessy. Here's Dom Coogan. Dom Coogan will weigh up his options. He's got Randy Andrada looking to make a run. Randy Andrada covered by Alex. Oh, and Randy Andrada with the great gab right along the boundary line. He's within range. Handball though to Belzy. Belzy looking for goal, and Belzy with a great goal. Great attacking play by the Dockers. And that might be his first goal of AFL Quebec. We're not sure. I'm not sure if he scored one last week. If not, the Dockers should want to celebrate it. That was a great effort off the hand pass from Randy Andrada after a great mark from the ball moving forward from Dom Coogan. Now we noticed that the Giants have switched it up a little. Giants have switched it up somewhat. They've you notice that Bogdan Rotaru is actually trying to play towards the middle, and they've put Todd Rogers in the middle as well, as they've placed Paul Fairbrother up front in an attacking position. Steve McCammon now looking for his options, looking for playmaking skills, finds Dom Coogan. Dom Coogan, the top pass, looking for Aaron Fellows. Aaron Fellows on the run. And it's a behind. Aaron Fellows with a behind, but again, just way too easy for the Dockers to move this ball. Todd Rogers sending the ball forward, looking for his brother Sam Rogers, off his hands, falls to Belzy. Belzy sends it right back into the blender, looking for a target up front. Josu's there looking for his options, now kicks the ball, just boots it. He wants it out. He doesn't care who he's sending to, he just wants to relieve some pressure. Here's Steve McCammon, pressure from behind. Oh, and we have... Holding the ball call on Steve McCammon. Rowan a bit slow to react to the play, looking for options full forward, sends it up. Belzy will get there first. Here's Paul Fairbrother with a smother though from Ronan Shaughnessy. Ronan Shaughnessy not giving up on this play, 2-on-1. And he gets it out of his zone. Great play by Ronan Shaughnessy. Gets it up to Jack. Jack has an option. Oh, I think he was looking to pass. Just couldn't get it over his defender too. Darren would have slotted 6 there for sure. But it's a great quarter for the Dockers. So we'll leave you now, and we'll be starting up recording again for the second quarter. We'll hope you'll stick around. Thank you. And we're back for the second quarter. Leading that quarter was were the Dockers. Dockers up by 27-19, 8 points. Paul Fairbrother right off the bat, looking for Todd Rogers. A different approach here by the Bombers, not really having many. Oh, and that's out on the full. Bombers looking to only be playing with one forward. Here we go, Paul Fairbrother looking for Todd Rogers right off the bat. Defended well by Belzy. But Rohan there trying to make room for Todd Rogers. Belzy won't give up though. Gives the ball to Bogdan Rotaru. Bogdan Rotaru sends it back to Simon Auger. Simon Auger can't find the ball on his feet. Stevie Owens picks it up though and snaps it. And that's out, and maybe on the full, or it may have bounced. Hard to tell from our angle. That for a while actually looked like it may have been going in. It looks like it was out on the full. Ronan Shaughnessy now looking for his options, goes all the way across field, across his body, and sends it into the hands of Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers out of the goal scoring area though. Sends it to Guy Rocher. Guy Rocher gets hands on it. Belzy is able to pick up possession. Belzy with a snap over to Steve McCammon, and that'll go out. So, although not sustained pressure really from the Bombers, they've hemmed in the Dockers somewhat. You know that they're going to want to come away with at least a few points from this. Quick tap to Simon Auger. Simon Auger just sends it towards goal, and that just rolls out. And it'll be thrown in. So again, still from this position, from this area, you know that the Bombers will want to score some points. Here's a throw in. Rowan fighting hard against Andy. Oh, good tackle by Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers. Andy just trying to shield the ball. Here's Rohan. Met smothered. And Paul Fairbrother has it in front of the goal. And it is sent on a Paul Fairbrother with the behind. Here you go. Now they'll be wanting to release some pressure, the Dockers, so they just send it up. I would say towards the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, this is looking more like a World War II battle. The ball not moving very far, but it looks like almost like a territorial battle more than anything. It's let's get it down on your end, let's keep it there as much as possible, and hopefully we'll get some points. So that's called a high tackle. Tom Coogan with the ball, looking for his options, has Jack Robson. Jack Robson, easy mark. Jack Robson now looking for his options. Will fall over. Steve McCammon trying to, regrettably can't do anything with it. Steve McCammon, met head on. Now that'll be a free kick for a high tackle as well. And Steve McCammon, and a penalty given for complaining, I believe. And it'll be a free right in front of the goal square for Steve McCammon. So he matches his goal total from last year, most likely. And there we go, Steve McCammon, the goal scoring dynamo. That's a quick reply from the Dockers. A few high tackles result in a goal, really. There was a high tackle on Dom Coogan up here towards midfield. That led to the ball down to Steve McCammon, another high tackle. And Steve McCammon then gets a nice gift goal for his hard work. He's really been putting the hard work, so every now and then it's nice to be rewarded. Here's Aaron Fellows sending it up. Regrettably, it's out on the full. Ali sending the ball to Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers almost with a great mark under pressure, but he's swarmed. There's 4 Dockers around Todd Rogers. Really, he can't do much. He's going to need far more support than that. A great ball forward by Junior. Junior, though, met by Jossu. Jossu now looking for the ball. He'll send the ball forward into the hands of Stevie Owens. Stevie Owens almost shirt tackled. Do, round and round I go. Junior with an easy breaking of a tackle on Alex. Ball gets sent forward now. Battle between Jossu and Darren. Jossu, with the great moves, channeling his rugby, but goes out of bounds, regrettably. Had laid a move out on there and just didn't work out. Ball thrown in. Junior battling with Rohan. Now again, you know the Dockers will like to get something out of this, and they're first on the ball again. It just seems that for every time there's a Bomber giant, there's 4 or 5 Dockers right there to battle alongside with them. Ball takes a favorable balance for the Bombers. Jossu is able to get it into the hands of Rohan. Rohan to Alex. Alex looking for his options, kicks the ball, but right into the hands of Belzy. Belzy will take his time. He's got Ronan on the side. Ronan will play on. Ronan, the field manages to get by Rotaro. Rotaro, though, coming back hard in the goal area, and ball goes through for behind. Ronan Shaughnessy with the behind. Here we go, now another battle. And Junior's having himself a hell of a game in the ruck position for never having played the position. Getting some last minute, and ball is out on the full here, and you know the Dockers will want to capitalize. Send a switch over to Dom Coogan. Sorry, Aaron Fellows. Aaron Fellows puts a move on Simon Auger. Sends the ball forward to Darren. Darren with the easy hands on the great pass by Aaron Fellows. What a ball straight into the hands. You can't ask for more than that as a forward. Darren will look to line this up. bit of wind. Wind coming from west to east, it feels. Maybe northwest. And it makes no difference. Slots it in. So there we go. The Dockers. Darren Murphy on the board. After the great pass, needs to be said, great pass from Aaron Fellows. We recognize those things up here in the commentary booth. We know how plays get made. It's not only about the goal, it's how the goal got there. And that's what we look at. Here we have, down below us, we have Steve McCammon. Wonder if he'll grace us with a quick interview. Doesn't look like it. No in-game interview. Paul Fairbrother now straight to Toddy Rogers, but met by Guy Rochelle. Rochelle. And here we go. Paul Fairbrother looking to snap it down into the hands of Ronan Shaughnessy. The Dockers are just there a second before. And here we go, battling hard. Paul Fairbrother with the bump. Jack Robson as well, body on body. And again, just look at the numbers. 3 Dockers to two Giants, to 2 Bombers. Ball up. And you notice that the great work of Junior has resulted in Paul Fairbrother having to come and play ruck, and that's not his preferred position. That's not his ideal position, but they haven't had a choice. Steve McCammon gets into the goal square, slots in another goal. Steve McCammon. That's 4 for Steve McCammon. It's almost as if the Dockers finally listened to somebody who said Steve McCammon should be in a more offensive role. Pointing to the commentary booth, it was this commentator who said that many times throughout the season last year, and he's proving them right so far. He's up to 7 goals on the season in 2 games. He may have matched his total for last year or even surpassed it. Todd Rogers, though, not liking what's going on, trying to take it on himself. Hand pass back to Rotary. Bogdan looking for the ball, just playing along the ground. Bogdan manages to get out of trouble. Quick hand passes between Bogdan and Todd. Here we go to Steve Owens. Steve Owens, hand pass to Rohan. Rohan will slot it in after some incredible interplay between Bogdan and Todd Rogers. And that might be Rohan's first goal of his AFL Quebec career as well. We see him in a full forward position. So again, as mentioned, the great play from Bogdan and Todd Rogers has managed to work out perfectly for the Bombers. And here we go, pressure right off the bat, right away. Here we have the ball just kicked forward towards Rohan. They're looking for that big body target, and they're battling down low. Ball up. Ball up, ball falls favorably. Oh, but tackled immediately. Ronan is by Rohan, but managed to get the ball out. And Ronan Shaughnessy does not seem to be moving very quickly. We may have an injury on the field. Ronan Shaughnessy feeling the results of that tackle. He may be coming off. The Dockers looking to swap him. Randy Andrada can go on the field at this point. We're not going to hold him to it. And while that was happening, Todd Rogers slots in a goal. So 2 quick goals by the Giants has given them life again. Sorry, by the Bombers. They seem down and out after 3 quick goals in this quarter by the Dockers, but they've come back with a goal from Rohan and a goal from Todd Rogers. Climbed right back into this. And second quarter, still on the... Oh, and a great tackle! by Dom Coogan, holding the ball. Oh, they're calling a tackle from the back. Not clear what's happening at this point. Ball gets booted forward, just punched out by Belzy. Great play by Belzy. So this commentator doesn't know what's happening, but all I do know is that right now there's a throw-in going in a very prime position for the Bombers. Sam Rogers looking to get to the ball. Ball gets sent out. Another throw-in. Looks as though we're back to the World War I trench wars as they're fighting for possession. Paul Fairbrother exerting a lot of energy. Just battled with Andy. Gets the ball though. Hand passes to Sam Rogers. Sam Rogers looking for his brother Todd Rogers. Unable to find him. Randy Andrade gets it to Aaron Fells. Aaron Fells to Jack Robson. Jack Robson with pressure still is able to get the ball off. Looking for Dom Coogan. It's a 2-on-1 down low. Favorable bounce. Now 3-on-1. Another favorable bounce for the Bombers. 2-on-1. Josu manages to get the ball to Paul Fairbrother. Paul Fairbrother now will take his time. Here's Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers looking for Simon Auger. And, oh, spoiled there by Randy Andrade. Great play. Here's Steve McCammon. Gets around two. Steve McCammon gets the ball up to Dom Coogan. Excellent play by Steve McCammon. He's doing it in the front. He's doing it in the back. Everywhere. Now Dom Coogan, oh, not the greatest of delivery, but still the idea was there. Great idea. Josu now will send the ball over to the wing. Todd Rogers, he's been all over the field. We see him in the front, see him in the back. He'll go for a bit of a jog. Met by Guy. Guy gets hands to it. Aaron Fellows attacking the ball with Steve McCammon. In there is Paul Fairbrother as well. Paul Fairbrother now manages to squeeze the ball out. Todd Rogers. Hand pass to Simon Auger. Simon Auger looking to go for goal straight away. And is that a behind? Or is it... Oh, it's out on the full.
Oi! Where is he? Look! Fucking Kyle!
Yep, what happened?
Ralph!
And here we go, a big battle going on the sideline here. There seems to have been some confusion. Second Empire. Here we go, and that's the end of the quarter. So quarter ending on a bit of a confusing note there. Not sure what happened in midfield. Was watching the play upfield. Not sure what thoughts are, but at the end of the second quarter, it's a great game so far, as we said. Now building on their lead, I believe, and we'll get the final scores shortly, but building on their lead of 8 points, now up by 14 points, I believe, are the Dockers. But we'll get back to you at the start of the second half. Thank you.
Didn't give myself a good enough pocket.
Alright, so we're starting off the third quarter. And again, Junior continues a great play in the ruck. Taps it forward. Junior gets the ball up to the forward field, looking for Ronan Shaughnessy. Ball goes over his head. Stevie Owens kicks it forward. And there's Bogdan battling with Junior again. Ball up. Score is 46-32. So that's a total of 7-4 to 5-2. There's a great ball again. Off the hands of Ronan Shaughnessy though. Can't bring it down. Steve Owens looking now just to kick it up towards the line, and that'll go out on the full. Ball sent forward to Jack Robson. Jack Robson can't get around Ali Talia. Ball to be thrown in here. A bit of a slower start to the third quarter. Ball to Junior. Junior turns around, snaps it. Gets it behind. So Junior playing a hell of a role in the middle and also manages to make it count on the score sheet. Dropping the first points of the quarter. That brings the total score to 47-32 now. So 15-point lead. Ball dropped down by Dom Coogan. Dom Coogan sends it right back in. Oh, and great play by Josu there. Great defensive play, managing to get the mark. Sends it forward to Todd Rogers.
Follow him, Dom.
Toddy Rogers sends the ball up forward. And there we go. Aaron Fellows now picks up the ball.
No.
Aaron Fellows snaps the ball forward to Stevie. Stevie Owens there on the defensive mark. Stevie Owens looking for options. We'll just give it the big boot back forward. Looking for Paul Fairbrother. Paul Fairbrother with the great mark. Is he within the scoring zone? That's the question. Is he within the zone? It looks as though he is. He can strike it from here. And you know that the Bombers will need this. They'll want this goal.
Keep following the nice.
And it's out on the behind. So 1 point for the heart and soul of the Bombers, Paul Fairbrother. Second behind of the game for Paul. And here's Belzy looking for his options. Belzy just chips it forward. Finds Dom Coogan with the great hands. Dom Coogan chips it forward looking for Andy. Oh, but fighting there is Ali. Fighting hard is Ali. Jack Robson almost came head-to-head, almost a head-on collision with Todd Rogers fighting for the ball here. Ball up. Belzy doesn't quite make it. May have been put off by his own player. Rowan with the ball. Rowan kicking. And just sprays it wide on the full. And here we have Aaron Fellows. Stand out from last game. Now the Dockers seem to be using him in an odd position. Back line. There we go. Easy ball in to Guy. Guy just standing there unmarked. You know Dom's going to hit him with the pass and Guy's going to catch that. Guy sends the ball up for Andy. Andy, can't bring it down. Regrettably falls right to Rotaro. Rotaro with the quick hand pass to Paul Fairbrother. Paul Fairbrother going for goal. And sends it again just wide. Almost the exact same spot he sent it last time. So that's 3 behinds for Paul Fairbrother. And here we go. Aaron Fellows gets the ball up to Jack Robson. Jack Robson asking for leads, asking for something. Finds Guy Rocher on the other side. Guy Rocher now. Guy Rocher looking for his options. Dockers taking their time here, just trying to maybe settle in, looking for perhaps the perfect play. It's not working for them so far. And here we go. So Paul Fairbrother just sends it to Todd Rogers. If you wonder if the humidity of this game is playing a role, it's quite humid. It's cool, but it's humid. We notice the legs perhaps not where they should be. It is early on in the season, but obviously not mid-season form for either squad. The hand pass to Ali. Ali looking for goal. Oh, and tough break for Ali, who had gotten a beautiful hand pass from Rohan, but just can't make it count. So now that's 3 behinds for the Bombers this quarter, and it's almost as if we have a reverse of what took place in last year's semifinal, where the Dockers had ample opportunity to really just run away with the game against the Bombers and just kept kicking behinds. And will a lack of accuracy come back to haunt the Bombers in this game? Here's Guy Rocher now with the ball. Guy looking for his options. He's got the marksman Steve McCammon available, and then definitely what is a mismatch. Steve McCammon against Dom Pitchin. Dom Pitchin cannot cover Steve McCammon. Let's see if Ronan has picked up on that. Ronan Shaughnessy looks like he may just go straight for goal on this one. He can hit it. And that's exactly what Ronan Shaughnessy does. Stands up and delivers for his squad, the heart and soul of the team. Ronan Shaughnessy slots in a goal in what has been a bit of a messy quarter for the Dockers. They haven't really done much up until that point. It's been all Bombers so far. But with that goal, again, with the behinds, the behinds have punished the Bombers. With all the behinds, they scored 3 behinds again. They could have been right back in this with 18 points instead of the 3 points that they do have. So here you go, Ronan Shaughnessy off the middle, and the ball gets thrown into what I like to call the blender. Up forward, anything can happen up there. Ball along the ground, and it looks as though there's a free to Rohan. Rohan should be able to slot this in. And he gets it. And if Aaron Fellows had stood on the line, that would have been easily blocked. But he does not. And so Rohan may have... Well, he's already scored 1. So, I'm not sure if that's his second goal or... Anyway, they'll be happy to have it, regardless.
53-41.
Guy Rocher met with the ball. Now, hand pass from Paul Fairbrother right into the hands of Ronan Shaughnessy. It has to be said, the middle square has been contested tightly throughout this entire game. Here's Randy Andrada, managed to get around Sam Rogers. Sam Rogers on the ground. Randy Andrada kicks it forward. Here's Rasu from the back line, but he's met by Jack Robson. Jack Robson, who kept going with the ball, gets it to Simon Auger. Simon Auger to Bogdan. Oh, caught from behind Simon Auger by Guy Rocher, but still got the ball away. Here's Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers kicking towards goal. It'll fall short, though, into the hands of Aaron Fellows. Great mark by Aaron Fellows. Here's the ball up again from Guy.
Come on, call for it, guys.
Bit of miscommunication, but ball falls favorably for the Dockers. And they'll get a foul. It appears as though they'll get a free kick, and they have a free. Oh, great defensive play! Jasu coming off the back. You wonder why Ronan Shaughnessy just didn't take his time and slot it in from there. He could have. Whoa, that's.
Good one, Simone.
Simon Auger kicks the ball forward. Oh, tap down. Great defensive play, Dom Coogan. Belzy, who almost lost his pants there. Here's Randy Andrada. Randy Andrada stays with the ball. Manages to wrap Paul Fairbrother. Here's Aaron Fellows now with the ball. He'll looking to do some damage. Has Ronan Shaughnessy on the money with a great pass again. And after what happened last time, you know that Ronan Shaughnessy is going to line this up. He's not going to bother trying to take that extra pass. He'll just take it himself. No need to waste opportunities here. Points on the board, that's what matters in the third quarter. If you want to give out gifts, that happens at the end of the fourth quarter when you're up by 40. Gifts aren't here for the third quarter to be made. And that regrettably goes out on the full. So another missed opportunity perhaps. That's 2 in a row that the Dockers should have come away with points. And by points, I mean goals. And they come away with nothing, regrettably, for them. Ball goes out on the full. Darren can actually kick for a goal here. Again, the wind not favorable in these conditions. The wind is coming from west to east. So in the direction that he's kicking in, he'll be kicking directly into the wind. And kicks it out of the goal zone to Aaron Fellows. Aaron Fellows looking for that pinpoint accuracy as he's had throughout the entire game. Steve McCammon just doesn't have the legs to get there. Bit of an ambitious hope. And Steve McCammon picks the ball up off the ground using his rugby skills. Hand pass, here's Ronan Bone down, kicked forward by Rohan. And again, the Bombers with only one forward. Aaron Fellow has the time to line it up, kicks it perfect into the hand. Ooh. Into the hands of Belzy. And where he's met solidly by Rohan.
Give him something, boys!
And Belzy will probably like to line this up and probably can go for goal. And he sends it right through. Despite Sam Rogers' best efforts to look for the hand pass, it's a goal for Belzy. So very low scoring third quarter. Teams really battling it out.
Are you 33? Am I 33? You're 40? 20. You're 42 or 20?
Maddie, I have it. I have it already. Apologize for that interruption, as your commentator will be on the field next. Oh, ball falls favorably for Ronan Shaughnessy. Ronan in and out of the zone. Ronan Shaughnessy decides to go for a jog, loops it around for Belzy. Belzy has the time, lines it up, and out on the full, regrettably. Dockers, they're leaving some points out here. They're leaving some points out on the field. Todd Rogers to Bogdan Rotaru. Bogdan now looking for the ball. Looking for Rohan. Ball bounces. Rohan with the hand pass to Sam. Oh, but he's met immediately. Belzy scratching for the ball. Andy there as well. And ball gets kicked out by Simon Auger. Called. Ball will be thrown in. So Simon Auger looking to just relieve pressure. Ball gets kicked forward by Todd Rogers, but there's Aaron Fellows, and Aaron Fellows boots it forward. And great defensive play once again by Josu. Wraps up Darren Murphy. And in other sports news today, we've just learned that in the French Open, Stan Wawrinka has actually beaten Novak Djokovic 3-1 in a surprising victory. Stan Wawrinka showing that there's a new Swiss man in town after Federer bows out in the quarterfinals. And here we have a snapback by John Robson. John Robson says, "Hey Stan, I can do this too." What did I call him? John. Jack Robson. Jack Robson proving to be playing a very effective role, gets rewarded on the score sheet. And after the points that they've left on the field, again, both the Dockers have had some opportunities, cashed in too quickly. You know that the Bombers will be looking back on the opportunities they had and perhaps they didn't take advantage of. And that happened on the horn. So on the horn, we have a quarter of 3-1 for the Dockers and the opposite for the Bombers. It's 1-3. So we'll be back for the fourth quarter and perhaps some player interviews if they'll have us. But if not, we'll be back for the fourth quarter shortly. So, starting the fourth quarter, we have the Dockers up by 24 points, so 4 goals. Right off the bat, Jack Robson gets the ball. Paul Fairbrother, and you know that, oh, big bomb. Todd Rogers, Guy Rocher. That's a big bump, big body hit, and it'll be a ball up. And again, Paul Fairbrother forced to ruck. And you know that's not where he wants to be. Here's Rohan D playing at the back. Rohan kicks the ball, gets the ball forward. Now is Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers to Bogdan Rotaru. Bogdan looking for his buddy Paul. Finds Paul Fairbrother. Fairbrother looking for the ball, gets it forward, going for goal. Paul Fairbrother saying, if I have to carry you, get on my back because I will. Gets into the scoring zone and slots one quickly. So now it's only a 3-goal game. Off that quick goal, it is only a 3-goal game. So the Dockers will want to settle down. That's the last thing the Dockers wanted, to give confidence to the Bombers. Because this is a very experienced, tenacious Bomber team. They do not give up. Some confusion as to who's on and who's off. Tap forward by Junior. Again, Junior's had a wonderful game in the center. And ball tipped. Ball tipped, manages to get the ball out. Ball comes out. Todd Rogers looking for his option. Snaps it back towards Paul Fairbrother. Simon Auger can't make it there. Paul Fairbrother looking for his options. It's a hand pass away. Dom Coogan fighting for the ball. Getting positioning. And he's on top of... Simon Auger ends up on top of Dom Coogan. Ball will be thrown up though. Now Paul Fairbrother going up against Junior. Junior gets it to Jack Robson. Jack Robson can't get the kick away. Bogdan Rotaru picks up the ball, snaps. Oh, great interception by Guy Rocher. Guy Rocher looking for Steve McCammon. Ball bounces, has Ronan on him, but gets through, and Ronan to off the hands of Ronan Shaughnessy. Ronan Shaughnessy, will he go for goal? Hand pass to Belzy. Belzy will go for goal. Oh, it gets the behind though. And the Bombers are relieved, but that does push it to a 4-score game. That does push it to a 4-score game. So that single by Belzy, extremely important. Ball played along the ground. Here's Todd Rogers. Gets the hand pass to Paul Fairbrother. Paul Fairbrother kicking it forward to Simon Auger. Oh, and mistimed by Dom Coogan. And Simon Auger will be looking to slot his second of the game. First and it was touched. It was touched. But again, that point still very important, as now it's back down to a 3-score game. Ball booted forward. Punched away by Stevie Owens. Great defensive play by Stevie Owens coming back. Last game was last season in the final, where he had an excellent defensive display in the final. Ball will be thrown in now. Junior and Paul Fairbrother line up for this. Junior is using his strength, but Stevie Owens managed to get it, battling with Steve McCammon. Ball just barely rolls out, and it'll be James Rassi, linesman's ball. The ball gets thrown, punched up, double tapped. Bogdan Rotaru sends it back in. And perhaps studs to the ankle of Bogdan Rotaru. Incidental contact. Ball falls to Paul Fairbrother. Paul Fairbrother battling hard, as is Rotaru. And again, this ball does not move. We were talking earlier about World War I. Trench war was back.
Keep the pressure on.
Ball moving a few feet at a time, a few yards at a time, with a great amount of energy exerted. And again, another ball up. We have not moved out of this 10-yard area for probably the past, I would say, minute and a half, which for Aussie rules is shocking.
Delivery.
Ball thrown up. And ball still not out of that zone. Now finally, sort of makes it out of that zone. Here we go. Now Ronan B to Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers with the big hand pass, looking for Paul Farrell in the zone, out of the zone. Hand pass to Alex. Alex looking for his first goal in AFL Quebec. Oh, and it's a behind. And again, the behind's just proving to be the bane of the Bombers. Simon Auger picks up the ball. And And Belzy looking to get around, looking to relieve some pressure. And they'll take their time here. Oh, hand pass. They won't take their time. They want to play on. Pressing the issue are the Dockers. Steve McCammon with the big boot. Free given to Josu. Josu sends it right back to Todd Rogers. Todd Rogers looking for his options now. Has a bounce. Kicks it forward. And again, Dom Coogan miscalculates his jump. Sends it to Toddy Rogers. Simon Auger, unselfish. Lines it up directly with Todd Rogers. And again, Todd Rogers will take his time to slot this in. And you know that the Bombers need this goal. It's that simple. They need this goal. And there's the official call. It's a goal by Todd Rogers. A relatively quiet game this game versus compared to last week, but still very productive for Toddy Rogers.
Come on, 2 goals in it, guys. Go Bombers! Forward! Tap Polly!
And here we have the ball again. Ball hand pass forward by Ronan Shaughnessy, and that just rolls out of play. And ball will be thrown in. Ball thrown in once again. Just some very slow play along the sidelines. A lot of balls in, a lot of tap outs. And ball's back out. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Top Eyes, 2XQ, Passion Soccer Boutique. Oh, and a big hit. Big hit by Steve McCammon on Bogdan Rotaru, and that leads to a behind. I believe that behind was scored by Jack Robson. Guys, Randy, was that Jack that scored that? Jack Robson with another behind after a massive hit. Massive hit by Steve McCammon on Bogdan Rotaru, who was, his body was already falling, and Steve McCammon just helped his body get there a lot faster. Oh, and Jack Robson comes in, pressuring the ball. Great pressure by Jack Robson. And we may have an injury on the field. Belzy gets the ball, kicks it forward, looking for Ronan Shaughnessy perhaps. Oh, Josu from the back line cleans up and gets the hand pass away. Josu's had a wonderful game in the defensive side of the ball for the Bombers. Paul Fairbrother kicking it forward, looking for Simon Auger. Oh, and that's a poor bounce for the Bombers in that situation. Dom Coogan and Dom pitching going up for the ball. And the ball is out again.
Come back in D. What are you doing, boys?
Todd Rogers looking to make something happen. Gets it to Paul Fairbrother. Paul Fairbrother. Oh, from a tough angle, Paul Fairbrother slots it with a wonderful goal. Wonderful goal by Paul Fairbrother as he turns around and just swoops it in. This one's for you, Daddy. Came all the way from Australia to see his son score a hell of a goal.
Hold it on the ball.
Just, who cares? Hand pass from from Bogdan to Rohan. Rohan taps it forward. The Bombers are just battling here. Everybody's battling here. Steve McCammon looking for Guy. Oh, Guy off the hands. Off the hands. That needed to work. Hand pass from Todd to Alex. Alex met immediately, but ball falls out to Rohan. Rohan, Aaron Fellows with a great play on Don Pitchin, but he's met Todd Rogers on Ronan Strong. Oh, into the hands of Don Coogan. Don Coogan to Aaron Fellows. Aaron Fellows just boots it forward. This commentator could hardly keep up. There's Josu with another defensive mark. He's been a stone back there. He's played excellent footy for the Bombers today. Here's the go. Another ball up. Belzy looking for the mark. Gets bumped in the back by Stevie O. And Rohan looking for Ali. Fighting there for the ball is Dom Coogan. Dom Coogan gets the ball. Runs it up the line. Looking for Guy. Guy doesn't get there. Bogdan Rotaru with an eye. Oh, smothered by Guy. Smothered by Guy. Oh, but tapped around by Bogdan. Bogdan Rotaru accelerating. And marked there by Steve McCammon as they fell into each other. Off the chest of Guy Rocher. Guy Rocher now here's... Oh, great ball forward by Jack Robson. There, Josu again with the great defensive play. Todd Rogers. Oh, smothered there by Jack Robson. And the intensity of this game, this finish.
Come on, Jack.
Todd Rogers with the big boot. Looking for Paul. Paul Fairbrother unable to bring it down. There's Steve McCammon. Steve McCammon running with the ball. Hand passes to Ronan Shaughnessy. Ronan Shaughnessy has room. Sends it back to Steve McCammon. Steve McCammon will take his time with this. You know he'll take his time with this. They'll want to run down the clock. Sends it forward, and there is, oh, an important mark by Aaron Fellows. He's in the goal-scoring zone. He'll take his time to line this up. And there's a behind by Aaron Fellows.
How much time? 2 seconds, guys! Keep it tight! Keep it tight! Keep it tight! Contended.
Ball booted, and that's the game. It ends with a mark by Aaron Fellows. Tough effort here. Excellent display. We'll wait for the final score, but it was a close one. Dockers came out on top, though, just barely, after an excellent performance by both teams. Thank you for staying with us, and we hope you stick around for next game, which will be the Wooders against the Demons. From the press booth, I'd like to say thank you and have a great night.